Esme and welcome back to another video. So I'm actually doing a little bit of tack cleaning at the moment because I have a show with Joey tomorrow, which is very, very exciting. So it's a show vlog for you guys. I was going to say our last show was back in April, but I did do one last week. It was kind of like, I was going to say a practice one, not really a practice one. It was a very sort of last minute decision. I literally booked, I think I booked the test because it was a dressage test like an hour before the entries closed, and I didn't ride Joey through the test. The first time I rode through it was in the actual thing. So I thought I would have a little chat with you guys about how that went and also give my tack a little bit of a clean because it's a little bit of a disgrace at the moment. So I feel like our show last week really was a mix of emotions because when I first started competing with Joey, I used to get so nervous beforehand. There was once I literally, I think I almost cried before, like not actually when I was at the show, but just the thought of it during the day waiting for it because it was like a Friday evening show. I was so nervous and then it ended up being fine, and literally it shows how much my confidence has grown because I literally booked a dressage test, went to a dressage test having never practiced it with Joe before and was like, you know what? It'll be fine. It's just a schooling session in someone else's arena where you look a little bit more fancy and someone's judging you. So we actually did really well. We came second with a new personal best. However, after that test, I felt awful because I went wrong, which isn't surprising since that was the first time I did it on Joey. The thing is, I felt like I rode better. I was really focusing on my position, on how Joey was going, and I think because I was focusing on that so much and also, you know, just enjoying it, I was having a great time. I was worried a little bit about the canter. Our trot to canter transitions it depends on what mood Joey's in. Sometimes he's a little bit lazy. And basically I was thinking about this transition. It was a walk transition, not a canter transition. So when I was supposed to walk, I went up into canter. So had to redo that, but you know what? It was fine. You don't lose many marks if you do go wrong. So if you're ever worrying about that with dressage, then now you know. So this dressage test that I'm doing tomorrow, I'm actually doing two. One I've done before, one I haven't. The first one I've done before, so fingers crossed that should all go smoothly. And it's a test that I feel like is quite good for Joey, if that makes sense. I feel like some tests you're like, oh, this has got a lot of like transitions or movements that my horse is going to struggle with. I feel like this is a good one. Actually, the second test has got a lot of trot in, and Joey's very good at trot. It's the walk and the canter that we need to work on a little bit, especially as walk is double marks. But anyway, I am just getting my saddle beautiful and clean. How cute is this? I thought I would show you guys because this made me so happy. Voltaire Design, my sponsors, very kindly sent me some new cleaning things because I had run out. That shows you how much cleaning I've done with the horses lately. But look how cool this is. There's like a little hook on here, so you can like put this on a shelf or something, hang up your bridle, hang up things, or even hang this up. Wait, that's what it's for. I thought it was to hang your bridle. Genius, that is very cool. But anyway, I'm currently just giving my Adelaide dressage saddle a little bit of a clean. Love the little sparkly bits on here, so got to get my saddle sparkling as well. But no, I'm actually really looking forward to the dressage. I can't believe that I used to get so nervous beforehand, but I still probably do need to go through my test quite a few times. So I think what I'll probably do is ride Casper this evening and go through the test with him. That's something I always do. I'm so lucky to have two horses that I can ride because I feel like Joey's the kind of horse that will learn a test. He is very clever and will anticipate the movements. But anyway, I will see you guys. I'll stop rambling on and I'll see you once I have finished cleaning my tack. I thought I would just show you guys this because I don't know if anybody else is like this, but I love watching oddly satisfying things. Can I? Yes, I was going to be like, if there's any tinfoil left on that, it is not going to be satisfying. That smells good. Anyway, I've got my new sponge. I decided to use an old sponge for the cleaning to get all the dust off, but a new sponge, especially and only used for the leather balsam. I always like pronounce it in a weird way, balsam. Anyway, I have put way too much on that. Don't know if anybody else does this, but we have old towels that we like to use for the horses, just for up at the yard and things. So shout out to my nana, who very kindly, oh, I've just knocked everything off, very kindly gave me some of her old towels, because horsey people can never have too many towels, especially when you have 4 horses that are very impractical colours, because you are forever cleaning. But I'll see you guys once my saddle is sparkling. Wait, can we just do the first wipe? Oh, I always find it so satisfying. Look at that. I feel like the knee rolls are always the areas that get the driest, but wow. Beautiful. Alright, so my saddle is now nice and clean. I'm just going to put its cover on to keep it that way. Also, if anybody says anything about my bridle cleaning, I promise you, last week before the test, I fully took it apart, fully cleaned it the proper way. It wasn't that dirty, so I didn't undo all the buckles and clean in between them. I just gave it a bit of a wipe over. But you know what? It'll be fine. It looks clean from here, and the judges aren't going to be getting that close. It's a dressage test, not a showing show. But anyway, I've got my saddle, girth, grab my bridle. So I've got all of my Joey's leather goods. I'm just going to pop it in the van and then grab the rest of the stuff. Alright, so now it's time to grab my saddle pad. I think I'm going to go for this one, which I wore last week. Now, it's dirty on the inside, but the bit where the saddle goes covers the dirt, so it's fine. We're being good for the environment. I'm not washing the saddle pad, I'm reusing it, definitely not because I forgot to wash it and the show's tomorrow and I don't want to do it tonight. But also, I counted my saddle pads the other day because I had a meetup, and the amount of you guys that asked me, how many saddle pads do I have? I don't really want to tell you because it's too many, it's actually embarrassing. Lemire have just sent me 3 more, which are in the sort of Loire shape for the new autumn winter, and it's a lot. I think it's 87, but now they've sent me 3 more, so it's 90. I could literally wear all of them throughout a year, maybe like 3-4 times. That is crazy. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna grab this one and put it in the horse box now, and we can skip over the fact that I have 90 saddle pads. Alright, so in the back we have sort of the living area. Now, if you've seen my van tour, you'll know that there is a little creaky, that needs some WD-40 on it. Anyway, excuse me. Anyway, I like to put all my sort of rider stuff in here. I have my boots, my gloves. I also like to put Joey's ear bonnet in here. Actually, no, I'll put that in the back. I'll put that. I need to have a better show routine. Obviously, haven't been to many recently, apart from the one last week. I also already have my show jacket in here from last time, which I believe is still clean. I don't think Joey slobbered me. It's kind of like, as soon as I'm off him, I'm like, take it off. Don't let him touch it, don't let him, because Joey gets so slobbery after he's done dressage, when he's been riding or ridden in general. He's a very happy boy. But anyway, I'm going to pop that around in the horse area. And I also need to grab my helmet as well. I'm so excited to say I released my first ever fixed peak helmet in collaboration with Charles Owen. As you guys know, previously I released some skull caps with them, but meet the Esme Luna. This is going to be the one that I'm going to be using for the show this weekend because it's navy and it goes with my show jacket, but also it's short peak. I don't know if anybody else is like this. I like to wear sort of short peak for dressage and then wide peak for show jumping. I feel like that's just kind of, I don't know, maybe that's just me. Let me know in the comments below which one you prefer. Of course, the safety standards of these helmets are amazing because I want you guys to be out there riding in helmets that are safe. Also, something I love about this is because we have the 360-degree ventilation, because I'm one of those riders that gets a very sweaty head, so having that ventilation is a plus. It's also very smart. As I said, I'm going to be using it for the show. It's got a little bit of bling on the ring where it's gloss, and then it has the sparkle in. It's sort of a mix between holographic rainbow sparkles, so when it hits the sun it's really pretty, but also just some silvery glittery bits too. We also have it matching on the Charles Owen logo on the back, and also we have my logo, but this time I wanted to make it a little bit more subtle, especially for like competition and things. We have the Esme logo on the vegan leather harness, which is nice and soft. Anyway, I feel like this is a sort of helmet where you could wear it for training, you could wear it for hacking, and of course wear it for competing as well. Anyway, let me know in the comments below which one you prefer. But anyway, I'm going to go and pop it in its bag and put it in the horse box. So I'm just checking in the treats. That's all good. You know what, because this is already dirty, normally I hang this up in the sort of jockey area in the back in the living, but you know what, because it's already a little dirty, we'll just chuck it in the back here. That'll be fine. Fold that over, and then I will grab the key so I can lock this up so it's nice and safe for the night. So I will see you guys tomorrow on the show day. Very exciting. Good morning, donkeys. Good morning. Okay, Bruno, you are going to have to go back so I can get through. All right, come on then, donks. Bruno, don't steal Toby's. There we go. Good boy. Oh, you guys are a bit damp. Oh, actually, Toby's dry. Bruno, you should have gone in your little house, in your shed. Oh, and Willow's coming. Hey, gorgeous girl. There we go. Oh, have a nice sleep. Sorry, I'll stop petting you. When I give her a little pet or scratches, she's just like, freeze, I'm enjoying this, and then she doesn't eat her food. Hey. Anyway, good morning everybody. It's bright and early this morning. Got up at 5:30 to get everything done before the show. So everyone's now had their breakfast and is all happy. I'll just stand around here to make sure that the other boys don't eat Willow's medicine. But yeah, I'm feeling confident and feeling happy about the show. I've got everything written down on my phone. I don't know if anybody else does this. I have it written down what time I need to leave, what time I need to start plaiting, what time I want my warm-up to start, what time I want to start tacking up. That was the completely wrong order, but have it all organised on my phone so we can stay ahead of schedule. But I'll see you guys once these lovely donkeys have finished their breakfast. Good girl. I'm now up at the stables. I've just put my breeches and my show shirt in the horse box so I can get changed just before we leave, because I'm going to be getting pretty dirty probably when I get Joey clean. I've also set up a haylage net because on show days, Joey knows, because obviously I'm braiding his mane or plaiting him. So I like to give him a haylage net to distract him. So I'll probably give him like a wash in the wash bay and then take him outside to plait his mane. But anyway, I'm going to go and grab the boy now. Also, if you're wondering about my current hairstyle situation, I don't know if anybody else has their hair like this, but I like to, obviously I've got my hairnet on so I can go into dinner lady mode when before I put my helmet on, so you can kind of see I've got my bun already, so that's all good to go. But obviously don't really want to be walking around like this while I'm getting Joey ready, so that's why I have a little hairnet dangly bit going on here. Joey! Hey boy! Got some fun today. There we go, let's get over your big floppers. Yeah, big floppy ears. And then click this in. All right, it's okay. It's not gonna go anywhere. It'll be right there when we come back. Okay, good boy. Now, this morning or last night it rained, so it's quite muddy. Look at all that. It's literally like, you could grow a garden on Joey's back. There is so much mud. But Joey is the sort of horse where he needs quite a lot of mental stimulation. So on show days, I do like to let him go out in the field and be a horse, unless, you know, we need to leave at 6 a.m. or something ridiculous. So I'm not going to give him a full bath. I'm going to give him a sponge bath in the areas that are needed. But hopefully, after a bit of a groom, he'll be looking a bit better. But you are very filthy, Joey. He doesn't like baths very much, but he'll have to learn because you are grey and you will get dirty. Yes, I know. I've taken you away from your haylage. You'll be back with it soon. Yes. Joey has now had his bath. He is very happy because he's with his haylage. He wasn't happy a few minutes ago when he was being washed because he doesn't really like being wet. He doesn't mind me like drying him off with a towel or touching his face with a towel. But if I wash his face, ooh, it's not his favourite thing. And he had this massive poo stain all on the right side of his face. It was even like in his ear. Do not know how he got it there. Luckily, like, his ear is still a little bit dirty, but he's going to be wearing an ear bonnet or a fly veil, so that's going to cover up the stain. I don't have to properly wash your ears, mister. Hopefully, it's been raining recently, so the rain will wash your ear off at some stage. But he seems so chilled now, because with Joey, if he's got food, or if I'm riding him and his brain is busy, then he is happy. What was that noise? Sassy boy. Anyway, I'm going to start on the mane. I've actually been trying to plait it over recently to try and get it to stay to one side. It doesn't always help. Also, someone said try growing it longer so then it has more weight so it stays over. So that's been helping, although it does mean that I'm going to have to do loads of plaits so it doesn't look like golf balls because it is quite long and thick. So it's a price I'm going to have to pay, but my fingers are going to be aching afterwards. But time to grab my bands and get you plaited up, boy. Well done.
If we hold tight, we can chase the Mississippi through the night, hundreds of miles away. The water is warm, let's dip our toes right in and be reborn. I don't know why we'd wait. The water's warm.
Joey's mane is now complete. I am definitely no plaiting expert. It's not my forte. So I've managed to do 22 braids or plaits in total, which is a lot because Joey has such a thick mane. They do look a little golf ball-y. Also the ones down here, I think I'm gonna have to start using Casper's plaiting bands, like the white ones, because his mane's sort of ombre. Like, I swear last week when I plaited him, it didn't look as bad with the black plaiting bands. I feel like, does anybody know anyone that does grey plaiting bands? Is that a thing? I don't know, because I feel like white on these ones down here would really just stand out. So hopefully, you know, it's fine. We're not being judged on our appearance that much. It's all down to how well you do your groovy moves, hey mister. Also, I am so thankful for the invention of ear bonnets or fly veils because I am not the best at doing Joey's forelock. He does look a bit like a unicorn. It does stick up a little bit. Also, he has a cut on his forehead and obviously his pooey ears. So when that's on, he will look a lot smarter. There are a few little stable stains that I'm quickly just gonna wipe off that I have missed earlier when I did Joey's quick bath in the wash bay. But apart from that, he's looking pretty smart. Well done, Joey. He's just happy with his haylage. He stood very nice and still. Okay. I'm actually feeling really good because everything is done and I'm ahead of time, which I feel like is probably because I got up a bit earlier today and gave myself a bit more time because I knew I'd be vlogging today compared to my last show where I was like, oh, I have plenty of time, it will be fine. So I've cleaned out the wash bay. Joey's clean and happy with the haylage now. I'll probably just pop him in his stable, and I think I'm going to go back to the house and actually get myself a snack because I did have my breakfast really early. I don't know what people are like sometimes. If I have something where I'm a little bit nervous, I'm just like, nope, can't eat, don't want to do that. Or sometimes I'm like, no, I need to eat something. If not, I'll feel more nervous or more ill or whatever. But I'm feeling good. I'm gonna go and grab a snack, probably like a banana or something, and then I'll see you guys when it's time to go and we're getting Joey in the horse box. Horse box. I have my test to go through. I'm only looking at my first test that I'm doing. I haven't looked at my second test at all today because I don't want to get them mixed up, so I'm just focusing on the first one for now. Joey loaded really well first time, really happy with that. He also does this thing, he does it every single time. It's when I go to put his travel boots on, he does like a little dance. I think he just gets so excited because he knows he's going out to a party and to have some fun. So that sometimes takes a little while, but no, he was fine. So I will see you guys once we are there. I am now all ready to go. I've got my show jacket on, my helmet, I've even got my lilac show shirt on which matches the horse box. If you couldn't tell what my favourite colour is. But anyway, I just need to grab Joey's bridle because that's always the thing I put on last, because as soon as his bridle was on he's like, okay, let's go riding.
There's a lot to see, a lot to do. Recently I've realized I like to be here with you. Take my hand, twirl me around, hold me close, don't ever put me down. Every time I look at you, you're looking back at me, my dear. When you are around, everything seems crystal clear. I've been dreaming of this moment, hoping for something real, for something real. Way back when I was a lonely soul, holding on to a heart so cold. Letting go is the only way to free myself from the years of pain. You came to me like an ocean breeze, words so sweet I thought I'd never see. Love like this is all I need. Never thought I'd be so free. I can't count all the times I've tried.
Well done, Joey. What a good boy. So I thought before I start talking, I would just talk about the elephant in the room, and that is how sweaty both me and Joey are. Joey, his face is like completely, he doesn't have his light face anymore. It's all dark from how sweaty he is. So it goes to show that dressage really is a workout. You know, you're engaging your core the whole time. And even Joey, he looks like he's been around a whole cross-country course. So we've done our 2 tests. The first one I always kind of think of a little bit as a warm-up test. He spooked just before I went down the centre line, so he didn't feel as forward and confident as he normally does, so it felt like I was kind of pushing him around a little bit. The second time was a lot better, although he was getting a little bit tired near the end. There was a lot of trot at the beginning, which is his best pace. However, because there wasn't really any transitions, it was just a load of trot, I felt like he switched off a little bit, so around the corners and things I really tried to wake him up a little bit more. But you know what, I'm really proud of him. I remembered both of my tests this time, so of course there's always things that we need to work on, but overall we've had a very successful trip. I'm gonna get him lots of treats and then we'll get our results. Well done, look at that sweaty face. Can I just give it a bit of a dry off? Oh, Joey. Oh, Joey. This is his favourite thing, having a towel on his head and having a good old scratchies. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Okay. Well done, Joey. 2 second places. What a good boy. I'm gonna get him home because he's been so good, give him some treats, and then I'll have a little debrief with you guys about how our tests went. Well done. I know, you want to get home to Casper and Mickey and Duke. Okay, I'm gonna take them off so they don't get dirty because this boy destroys everything. Yes. We are now back home. I've taken off Joey's travel boots and I'm now just undoing his little buns. I don't know if anybody else does this, but because Joey's mane likes to be a little bit crazy wild, I actually keep the plaits in, or the braids, because, oh, don't want that, because it keeps it over. So for the next few days he's going to have a bit of a interesting hairdo, but nobody's going to make fun of him out in the fields. It'll be fine. So as much as I would love to take all of his plaits out and show you his little curly hair, I think I will leave it in because I'm trying to train the mane, but it's a very lengthy process. I feel like his mane stays over more in the winter when he has a rug on that's got a neck attachment, because then it kind of presses all the mane over onto one side, but it's a work in progress. But I will quickly pop these out and then we'll have a bit of a debrief about how the dressage went. There we go. Thank you. Oh, thank you. There we go. I know, you want to go back. You're going to go and have a big roll, aren't you? I can tell. You're in the rolling mood. Let me just pop that in my pocket. Yes. Oh, Joey, look at that curly forelock. Very handsome, sir. Okay, I will let you off. Be free. He's gonna have some water and then he'll roll. Beautiful. I really love what you've done with your appearance today, Joey. It's really giving off mud vibes. Oh my gosh, it's even on your nose. Oh, there was because we did our dressage test, but it's when they go do stuff like that. Oh, it's just dribbled everywhere. Oh wait, oh no, it's all good. Thought it was gonna get dribbled on. All right, everyone, Joey has turned out. He is very dirty, but also very happy. I'm really proud of him. Obviously, we've still got quite a bit to work on. I felt like the first test for me is always a little bit of a warm-up test. You're not really sure what they're going to be like. He decided to spook just before we went down the centre line, so that wasn't the best. He didn't feel sort of as forward as he normally is, so I was kind of having to take him along with me around the test, but I remembered it. We went well. We had a good rhythm throughout, so I was pleased with that. I felt like both of our tests were more consistent than our last one. Second one went in. I decided to wake him up a little bit more, to canter him around the outside before we did our trot down the centre line, and that was really good. That really woke him up. He had a really nice powerful trot going on in. There was a lot of trot in that test, especially at the beginning, and I felt like although trot is Joey's best pace and he went really nicely, I feel like he just kind of switched off a little bit because there weren't any transitions, there wasn't as much to think about. But anyway, super happy with him. But also, I wore my new helmet, it was very comfy, and I just thought I'd let you know that I will be doing a giveaway with the new helmet over on my Instagram. So if you'd like to check that out, be sure to do so. I'll also leave some links in the description below if you want to check it out. But anyway guys, I just want to say a huge thank you for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below what other videos from me you would like to see. But anyway, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you all next time. Bye!